Hi, I'm Phil Jessé, and I want to talk to you about the 100,000 pull-ups in 2023 personal challenge project that I'm about to start. I'm super excited. So the 100,000 pull-ups in 2023, the physical element, I've connected it to 3 amazing charities. And this is where I'm looking for as much help as I possibly can do. Okay, those charities are Mind, Shelter and Trussell Trust. And I want to raise as much money as I can do. So I've said £1 a pull-up. Now that's an incredible amount of money, £100,000 is what I'm looking for. But I wanted to make it as audacious as a physical challenge. So right now in the world, I'm not aware of another human being that's committed to 100,000 pull-ups in 2023 to vlog it and to raise money for charities. If there are, please reach out to me. So where you come in, you will have a social network. You may be an individual that absolutely loves fundraising. You may know these charities, you may be already fundraising for those charities. You may be an organisation that loves raising money for charities and you're looking for your next charity or your next project. I want everyone to see me as a vessel. So the physical challenge, I've got that solo pursuit, but help me raise as much money as I can do and raise it through me. All of the details regarding this personal challenge project are via my link in bio. Reach out to me, be part of that journey. So that's day 1 complete of the 100,000 pull-ups in 2023 personal challenge project. So 400 pull-ups complete today. And the entire workout and how I broke everything down into reps, sets, blocks and milestones, you can actually see on the project website, which you can access via my link in bio in TikTok. But what I want to do is I want to reflect and share some of that insight with you today. So as you know, 2,400 pull-ups is the minimum amount that I want to achieve per week, and that's 274 pull-ups minimum a day. So I set myself a challenge today to do 600 pull-ups on the basis that 600 pull-ups a day over 4 days for the week is 2,400 pull-ups. But I didn't achieve the 600 pull-ups today. I achieved 400 pull-ups today. And I'm going to explain why that was and what happened. I want to say at this point though, I want to thank absolutely every single person. I want to thank you so much for staying with me on this journey. It means so much. Your support is what's going to help me get the right level of engagement to raise as much money as I can do for the 3 incredible charities that I'm raising funds for this particular physical challenge. Okay, so let me dive into what happened today. So 600 pull-ups, that was the target for me. And you'll see from the data that I started weighted. So the first 100 pull-ups was 15 kilogram weight. And then the next block, so block 2, those 100 pull-ups, the weight reduced. Now, why 400 pull-ups? Why didn't I achieve 600 pull-ups today? So it was around about, I want to say about 350 pull-ups. And it was this particular callus, right there, it just popped and it started to ooze. I don't want to be too graphic with that, but if you've ever had a callus before, you've got to be mindful, because if that thing tears off, there's going to be days of recovery there. And this particular challenge, it's a marathon, not sprint. So I called it. As soon as that happened, I filmed it on TikTok now. I said, listen, I'm calling it here. It's 400 pull-ups and I feel amazing. And here's the truth. I feel absolutely incredible. I'm super proud of myself. 400 pull-ups is amazing. This is day 1, remember. But I've got 99,600 pull-ups remaining. I'm going to share all the details with you. So thank you so much for staying with me on the journey. Okay, so that's day 2 of the 100,000 pull-ups in 2023 personal challenge project complete. So I'm at the Strength Collective in Altrincham right now, and I've achieved 143 pull-ups today. Why 143 pull-ups and what is literally going on right now? Okay, so I want to share some backstory with you. The bits that I didn't share publicly, only with a select group of people prior to the challenge, was that during the Christmas period, I didn't train for about 2 weeks, something like that. So I went from training weighted pull-ups to literally do nothing. I got some sort of head cold and literally I did no physical exercise. Now, part of that was to know what that feels like. So when everyone starts a physical training regime, gym, whatever it may be, on the 1st of Jan, beginning of January, whatever it is, I wanted to feel what that felt like.
And also, I absolutely indulged over Christmas. I ate like a pig, troughed out, eating, you name it, panettones, loads of delicious food, and I've put on some weight as well. So how do I feel right now? 143 pull-ups is not good enough, but that's the reality of it. Because what happened is the lactic acid super kicked in on my arms, and I physically couldn't do one more pull-up. But what I've done to counterbalance that, and this might not make sense to a lot of people, but I'll explain more as I go on the journey, is I've gone straight into some push-ups to really flush the muscles and the body, and I'm doing some body weight squats. Okay, I know things are going to get easier, 100%, but that's a big shock to the system. The other thing to mention is this. Day one, I did weighted pull-ups, so I did the 400 pull-ups, body weight and weighted. I shouldn't have done that. I should have started off with body weight. But what I did was I took the pull-ups that I was doing prior to the challenge and just thought I could transition straight into that. Now, for those of you that know me, you know that I train weighted and non-weighted endurance exercises like the pull-ups for lengthy periods of time. But right now, I imagine this is what it feels like for someone that has just joined the gym, just started the regime, and you probably feel like you want to give up. I feel like I'm at that point right now, but I'm not going to give up. So mentally, I'm super focused, super charged, but physically, I can't do one more pull-up. My arms just won't allow that to happen. So right now, there's going to be rest, recovery. So I'm fasting right now. I'll share more on this with you. I'm going to do some cold water exposure. I'll share more on this with you. Stay with me on the journey. I'm going to be so real on this challenge. Okay, thank you. Okay, so there we have it. Day 3 complete of the 100,000 pull-ups in 2023 personal challenge project. So 457 pull-ups today at the Strength Collective in Altrincham. You know something, I'm so proud of myself right now, and I'm going to explain why that is. So if you've been following the journey so far, this is, as I say, it's only day 3. Day 1 I did 400 pull-ups weighted. There's a whole story around that. Day 2 was an absolute disaster, which reminded me of all of the things leading up to this, which I've explained in some videos, but I'll be explaining more about. So today, the data on this it's fascinating to look at. So I'd say what's really important for this challenge is that I measure and manage everything. So you'll see how I put the pull-ups together into reps, sets, blocks and milestones. I've actually got a video on rep sets, blocks and milestones and what that actually means. So you can check that out on the TikTok video. This is regarding the last challenge that I did, the 50,000 pull-ups in 152 days. So, I'm going on with myself now. I can see it. Stay focused, Phil. Okay. I feel absolutely incredible. The data on it is amazing because you will see the pull-ups, they literally drop. It's awful in block 1 and block 2. I literally thought I was going to have a repeat of day 2 of the challenge. So I get down to like 1 pull-up every 30 seconds, 2 pull-ups every 30 seconds, and then it just transitions. And that's that beautiful bit where my physiology kicks in. It reminds itself of who I am. You know, I train as an endurance athlete, so I've been there before. So it's coming back from this. I know what it feels like. So it's thermogenesis kicks in, so the hypothalamus part of the brain, where it's looking to focus on temperature control for the body. That was very, very interesting. Around about, I'd say, block 2 stroke block 3. I'll share more on this. And how it just transitioned. So everything to do with 100,000 pull-ups in 2023 personal challenge project, you can access via my TikTok link in bio. Okay, and then scroll down there and you'll see the 100,000 pull-ups in 2023 personal challenge project. Okay, so that's day 4 complete of the 100,000 pull-ups in 2023 personal challenge project. 500 pull-ups complete today. So that leaves me 98,500 pull-ups remaining. Do you know what? I feel absolutely incredible, honestly. You'll be able to see the data on the project link. So if you go to my link in bio, in my social media handles, so for example, TikTok, Instagram, whatever, you will be able to click on that and then scroll down and you'll find the project, the 100,000 pull-ups in 2023 personal challenge project. And on there, I'll have things like a public Trello board. So you can see actually how I break down the pull-ups into blocks, reps, sets, blocks and milestones. But you know something today, there was a transition in block 2 where literally I think it got down to about 2 reps every 30 seconds. And then you'll see as I move through the blocks, as I go from like 200 to 300 to 400, it transitions right back up. You know, I keep it for, in terms of the pull-ups, no more than 5 pull-ups every 30 seconds. I'll explain more on this in another video, but I won't do more than 5 pull-ups every 30 seconds. There's a reason for that. In fact, do you know what? I'm going to explain it now. Okay. Hypertrophy. What I don't want to do is I don't want to tilt too much into sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. And I don't want to dip too much into the myofibrillar hypertrophy. So 5 pull-ups, that's really what I want to aim for. 5 pull-ups every 30 seconds. That's a beautiful spot for me to be in. But if I can't get to the 5 and I can just get to the 1 or the 2, that's fair enough. That's okay. That's obviously going to put me in myofibrillar hypertrophy. But ideally 5 pull-ups is the max I want to say to. If it's more than 5, then I'm gonna tilt more than into the sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, and that's when I'm gonna get that real massive pump, and it's going to be a problem for the endurance, because don't forget, endurance. All endurance is doing something for a long period of time. So if you think about it now, the pull-ups, it's muscular endurance. I'm doing 1 pull-up and 500 times, you know. That's all it is. So endurance, when you think about it from that aspect. Okay, so that's day 5 of the 100,000 pull-ups in 2023. Personal challenge project complete. 500 pull-ups. You know what? Today has been an absolute grind. You'll be able to see all of the data. Honestly, an absolute grind. At one point, it was just literally 1 pull-up, rest for 30 seconds. 1 pull-up, rest for 30 seconds. An absolute grind today. I don't know whether you can see this, but these are my mitts at the moment. These are the calluses. It probably doesn't do it justice because I'm on a front-facing camera at the moment. But yeah, listen, 500 pull-ups. I've got 98,000 pull-ups remaining. So I'm super impressed that I got there in the end. The data is really, really interesting though. If you compare it to yesterday, the performance today, is not as strong as it was yesterday. The rep range yesterday was dipping to say maybe 2 reps. And then resting for 30 seconds, then 2 reps, resting for 30 seconds. And of course, it went up to 5 reps, rest for 30 seconds, 5 reps, rest for 30 seconds. Today, as I say, it's dropped down to loads of 1s. Now, when you look at that in block 2, it's a disgusting place to be in, mentally and physically, because as long as I can do 1 pull-up, I'm going to do another pull-up. That is what I tell myself. That's a mindset that I get into. So I think, okay, I've done 1 strip pull-up. Okay, well, I'm going to rest for 30 seconds, and then I'm going to do another strip pull-up. And there's a turning point. So once I do the 1 pull-up, rest for 30 seconds, then go for the next 1 pull-up. Every time I'm doing that pull-up, I want to do more than 1 pull-up. I want to do 2 pull-ups, 300 pull-ups, 4 pull-ups, 5 pull-ups. But if my body can't physically get there, I've got to keep my mind in check. So there's lots of self-talk, lots of positive self-talk. I don't trash talk myself. That doesn't work because you believe that trash talk. What I do is I focus on gratitude, positivity, how far I've come. I focus on 1 pull-up at a time. I focus on my breathing. Everything else, I ignore all of the other distractions. So, great session today. I got there in the end. I'm going to have to chisel away at these calluses on my hands, grind them down so they're fresh, ready for the next day. Okay, thanks for staying with me on the journey. Remember, this is for charity. So £1 a pull-up is what I'm going for. Thank you so much, and I'll speak to you soon. Okay, so that's day 6 of the 100,000 pull-ups in 2023 personal challenge project complete. Okay, 500 pull-ups today. That leaves 97,500 pull-ups remaining. It's been a beautiful session today. So you'll see the data. There's a little bit of a dip in some of the blocks, but it's been pretty much consistent. So sticking to the maximum 5 pull-ups, rest for 30 seconds, 5 pull-ups, rest for 30 seconds. So if this is the first video that you're watching regarding me, so hi, I'm Phil Jessé, I'm an endurance athlete and I'm doing 100,000 pull-ups in 2023, and I'm connecting this personal challenge project to charity. Everything regarding this project you can access via my link in bio. So go to the link in my bio in Instagram, in TikTok, and you'll be able to get the details there. Right, so today I've been absolutely emanating euphoric energy in the mind and in the body. It's been amazing. I've had some great chats during the session today. Really, really great chats. I suppose, right, okay. There's loads of questions that I get asked, so many questions. I get them asked on different social media platforms and obviously in real life, in person. So I'm going to start to respond back to those questions, share a deeper insight into me, my life, how I train, the challenge, and try and answer some of those questions for people that are similar to myself, have similar interests. So stay with me on that. I'm going to be putting these on TikTok and sharing it to my other social media channels like Instagram, Twitter, so on and so forth. So yeah, I'd say how I feel right now. My physiology has definitely changed. I feel like I'm getting back to me. So if you've been following me on the journey, you'll know that day 2 was an absolute disaster because 2 weeks over Christmas, I ate like a beast. I did no physical training. Certainly how I would normally train. I had some sort of head cold going on. Oh, it was all coming at me. Whereas now things have started to change around. So I'm going to talk more about what this is like. Okay, thanks for staying with me on the journey, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you. Okay, so that's day 7 complete of the 100,000 pull-ups in 2023 personal challenge project. What a day it's been today, unbelievable. So 500 pull-ups, 97,000 pull-ups remaining. But I want to share some data with you so I can let you know how I'm tracking my progress so far. So we're on the 13th today, so Friday the 13th, so 13 days into 2023. So if you take 100,000 pull-ups, divide it by 365 days, that means I've got to commit to 274 pull-ups a day. So if this is day 13, technically that'd be 13 times 274, which would be 3,562 pull-ups. Now, I'm not there yet. I'm actually at 3,000 pull-ups, but I want to shed some light and bring people up to speed on what this actually means and how it's actually not a problem whatsoever. Okay, so I am targeting myself, or I started initially to target myself on 2,400 pull-ups a week minimum, and I wanted to dedicate 4 days during the week, 600 pull-ups a day, and that was the plan. Okay, and I very quickly realised that by having 2 weeks off over Christmas and coming back into it, fitting it into my lifestyle, it didn't make sense to me. Okay, so I had to pivot and make a very quick decision. So I've done something which is absolutely proven to be worthwhile. So what I've done is I thought, right, okay, let's go to 5 days over the week. Let's change it to 500 pull-ups a day. But in the aggregate, I'm going to get 2,500 pull-ups. So as opposed to 4 days, 600 a day, 2,400 for the week. Now it's 5 days, 500 pull-ups a day, 2,500 pull-ups. And that's working for me because it's fitting into my lifestyle. It's measurable, it's manageable, and it enables me to also perform other training exercises, which I don't really talk about because when I'm speaking to you guys now, this is about the challenge, the 100,000 pull-ups in 2023 personal challenge project. So that's how I work it. And of course, I've got processes, I've got time frames, I've got reps, sets, blocks, and milestones, which is how I break down the pull-ups. So right now, I'm at 3,000 pull-ups. I'm on day 7. It's good. Yeah, it's good. It's not above where I should be, but I'm going to bring it back, and you'll see that as the data progresses. So stay with me on the journey. Remember, this project is for raising funds for 3 incredible charities. All of the project details you can access via my link in bio. Thank you so much. Okay, so that's day 8 complete of the 100,000 pull-ups in 2023 personal challenge project. So 500 pull-ups today. So I feel absolutely amazing, feel incredible. So everything is on plan right now. So that leaves me with 96,500 pull-ups remaining. In terms of where the data stands, you probably can see from yesterday's video on day 7 that I changed my training regime to focus more on a minimum of 2,500 pull-ups per week as opposed to 2,400 pull-ups per week. So check that video out. I've just broken my fast right now. So my saliva glands are just salivating. All of the pull-ups that I do fasted. That is my preference. I've been training like this now since June 2015. That is my preference. I'm sure there's sometimes when I've trained while I'm not in a fasted state because I've trained later in the day or something like that. But my preference is to train in the morning. So right now I've completed the pull-ups. I've done a 18.5 hour fast, and I'm just breaking it to some delicious treats right now. So that nutrition is just sinking in, and I'm just chilling out. Thank you so much for staying with me on the journey. It is a journey. I've connected this audacious physical challenge, the 100,000 pull-ups in 2023 personal challenge project, to 3 beautiful, incredible, important charities. All of the details regarding this, you can just literally go to my link in bio. So whether you're on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, just go there, find my link tree, scroll right down to the 100,000 pull-ups in 2023 personal challenge project, click on that, and all the details are in there. I'll share so much more with you regarding why I'm fasted now, why I do certain things, all of the processes. But you know what? These saliva glands are going, I've got to eat. So I'm going to leave you to it. Thanks for staying with me on the journey. Thank you. Okay, there we have it. So that's day 9 of the 100,000 pull-ups in 2023 personal challenge complete. 500 pull-ups complete today. That's 96,000 pull-ups remaining. It's been a beautiful session today. So nice, clean, 5 reps max sets, straight all the way through. Real nice. This is what I'm used to. There's not that much more to say apart from I feel absolutely euphoric. I've done some other training regimes outside of that, and I'm just going to focus on some stretch work now. So listen, thank you so much for following me on this journey. Keep staying with me for creator content because I'm going to share thoughts on how I break things down, things that I do, things that I can share with you if you want to embark on your own personal challenge project like this. So if you're not already following, hit the follow button and I'll speak to you soon. Okay, so that's day 10 complete of the 100,000 pull-ups in 2023 personal challenge project. So 500 pull-ups complete today. That leaves me with 95,500 pull-ups remaining. So 4,500 done in the 10 days. So when I benchmark that against the minimum requirement of 274 pull-ups a day, then I'm catching that up, no problem whatsoever. I want to say 4658 I've got in my head. 17 times 274, 4658. So I'm at 4,500 so far. But you'll see the more days that go by that I'm doing 500 pull-ups, for example, I'm just going to chisel away and completely supersede that and blast it out of the water. I absolutely feel like I'm back to the level of training that I'm used to. So really the way I see it is it's the 17th of Jan today, but it's 10 days of this particular challenge. And I'm taking into account Christmas, things I've discussed in previous videos about indulging, having a bit of an illness over Christmas, all that sort of stuff. I'm now back to what I'm used to. And that's because of all of the planning, all of the pre-performance routines, all of the things that I do that I know that work for me. So it's going amazingly well. And I just want to really genuinely thank you. I really want to thank you for staying with me on this journey. It's so important. And this particular personal challenge project is connected to 3 incredible charities: Shelter, Mind, and the Trussell Trust. All of the details you can access via my link in bio. Go to the link in bio. All of the details are on there, so you can see the project in more detail, and you can see the 3 separate Just Giving pages, and you can donate. So you can donate to one charity,
2 charities or all 3 charities. It's completely up to yourself. Somebody said to me today, do you still feel motivated? Now, you'll know that I'll cover videos off on motivation, inspiration, that type of thing. 100%. There is nothing in my mind that is going to stop me pushing forward to complete the 100,000 pull-ups in 2023. And I want to raise as much money as I can do. So for me, the more people, the more philanthropists, the more organizations that get, that can get behind me as, let's just call me the pull-up vessel. I'm doing something here which is audacious. Reach out to me. Let's raise as much money as we can do. But yeah, I want to thank you so much for staying with me on the journey. It means so much. Okay, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. Have an amazing day. Take care.